got a little bit of a front runner.
But we gotta move, man. I'm excited about this next topic because we debuting something. We debuting this one. I'm calling it Before the Ring. I'm gonna call this segment Before the Ring. Before you put a ring on it, we're gonna give you some advice from old heads. You know what I'm saying?
What's the advice, my boy?
Before you put a ring on it. But the question for today, fellas, the question is, well, we used to call it shacking up. That's what my parents called it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be down there shacking up with nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's what they told you. You know what I'm saying? Either one of y'all can start. Would you tell a young dude out there who's about to get married, thinking about getting it, let's say they're engaged, to shack up? Would you recommend it?
I absolutely, wholeheartedly, 100% definitely agree that you should shack up. I would recommend it. You need to shack, bro. You need to find out what you're getting into, because you never know what it is to partner with someone until you actually partner with them. And
on a daily basis.
Getting into a marriage can sometimes, if you have not been 100% committed to someone, it's not as easy as getting out of a relationship just breaking up. You get out of my house. Y'all got probably shared, you know what I'm saying, assets. And you had to have to go through. So we ain't gonna even talk about them from the aspect of, you know what I'm saying.
But stay there for a minute. But let's stay there though. You shacking with them, and then somebody got to go. Aren't you asking for trouble?
What you mean somebody?
Okay, if
it don't work out.
It ain't working out.
Oh, okay.
So
to me,
aren't you getting into something you might not have to be dealing with?
That's better than divorcing. That's better than
so you feel shacking leads you to less chance of being divorced?
I believe that you have a better understanding of the person, because it's still gonna be rough. Marriage is tough. How long
you been married?
I've been married for 11 years.
Okay.
Well, 10 years. It'll be 11 in May.
Okay.
It'll be 11 in May. And I've been married before. I was married maybe 3 years before. You know, but we was together long before we got married. So that's a whole other situation. We did shack.
Okay.
We did shack.
So it didn't work?
It didn't work. However, it wouldn't have worked had we not a shack. There was more so our issues. The first marriage was a situation of us not working through some of the key contributors to divorce, which is communication and trust.
But can't you do that without shacking?
Yeah, you can. You can. What I'm talking about is strictly not the, you know what I'm saying, not the communication, not the trust, not working through the finances and all that stuff that you can do while you're not shacking. I'm talking about just simply living and sharing space with another person. It's different.
Right.
It's different. You get to see that person, the ugly side of that person.
Right.
Can you deal with that?
Right.
That's what, of course, the communication, that stuff has to be there.
Right.
The trust, you know what I'm saying? The respect, you know what I'm saying? Being on the same page, understanding. That shit has to be there. But you find out about a person, real talk, you find out about that person, the ugly side of that person, the side of the person that, you know what I'm saying, you're not dating and going and running through the roses or running through the flowers, as my sister-in-law say. It's, you know what I'm saying, waking up with that person, dealing with their intricacies, the things that they, what
make them tick, what make them upset.
You know what I'm saying? Like they bad habits that you have to, can I deal with that?
Right.
Can I deal with that?
Knowing how to push her button, she know how to push your
button. You know what I'm saying? Going to bed mad, waking up, are you still mad? You know what I'm saying? Those type of things.
Right.
I'm talking about even as far as, can I deal with her leaving her hair on the fucking sink? You know what I'm saying? Every day. I'm telling you every day, man, clean this shit up. Get your hair off my sink. And still ain't shit changed. Wringing out the rag. You know, because you grow up differently.
Right.
You grow up differently.
Right.
There was if I got into it, we didn't get into it, but I said something to her the other day. Wring the damn rag out, man. Why you keep leaving the rag wet, soaking wet?
Leave it well.
In the sink, like the kitchen rag. Like, just barely squeeze it out. You know what I'm saying? Put it in. Yeah, and it just, I'm like, squeeze that shit out. Yeah. But I'm just saying, but she has the things that she has against me.
Number one, y'all get rid of them kitchen rags and just use them to dry stuff. That's number one. It's 2025. Get you some sponge pads. That's all. They don't cost a lot. Get a bunch of them and stick them in the drawer. And if they start smelling, you done left it on there too long. Throw that one away and get another. rid of the rag.
Those are small things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying those are things that you have to kind of really
Figure
learn
out.
about a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And go through to really understand, you know what I'm saying, is this somebody that I can deal with? Can I work through? Can I partner with this person?
Right. JW, what say you? How long were you married before?
I was married for 4.5 years.
4.5 years, okay.
Never been married again.
Never will be?
Never will be.
Wow, okay. And I definitely want to hear this then, okay?
Never will be.
So where are you on it? On
so-
shacking?
So the number one reason your parents and everybody else deter you or try to influence you not to shack is sex. That's number one. That's the number one because they feel like if you're shacking, you're gonna be
religious based. It's religious based.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
It's the old school way.
It's religious based.
It's the Bible.
You think that's what it's
Christianity.
about?
Yeah, that's
I do.
That's
the
where
old
it's
school
based.
part of it.
Yeah,
I do.
That's where it's based. But
and then for women on the woman's side, it was like when they tell my sister stuff like that, it's because what the hell he gonna marry you for? If you already living with him,
right?
I think
he got
the milk, got the cow.
Right. He got the cow. Why he need the milk or some shit?
Yeah, some shit like that. Right?
One of them old
ass saying, right.
We ain't old enough.
I forget. I heard it before though.
So I got to Google this shit.
We ain't gonna buy the milk for when they already got the cow or some shit like that.
But it's with the consequences is what they're leading to, and that's you don't want to bring a child into
situation that might not last.
Exactly. So
why you gonna buy the cow when you
already got the milk?
Okay. So I do understand that part of it. So coming from a person that did shack before marriage, shacking helped me toward my marriage, for some of the same stuff that you talked about, as far as you learn a person, you learn the things that this person is used to.
Mm-hmm.
I learned so much from my ex-wife from living together before marriage. Just something simple. I can think of some of the stuff about the kitchen sink, and when you're letting the water out, leave the stop in so that catches the food, and not letting the food go down the drain.
Just simple shit, man.
One of the things she was so big on that I still do to this day at my crib is the lights. My God, she was like this on turn the damn lights off if you're not in the room. And I'm gonna tell you,
her grandma, some of them raised her ass.
Part of it was that. You right, grandma. And the other part was military. So the military part, she was, over and over and over again. In the military, you leave a space super clean. So if something out of place, when you walk in there, you notice it off the whip. That's why they talk about keeping your bed made and all that other stuff. But the lights thing was a money saving thing. It's just one of the easiest way to save money, and I got cousins and relatives or whatever, and I see all the time, you go over to the house, everything that can be on is on
in the house.
And my thought process goes back to me and what I do now. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I lived in Ensley on Avenue I had got so bad about it, I started unplugging stuff because I watched something on TV. It
still run if you got it plugged in. Yeah.
Well, if you got something plugged off,
it's still moving.
The current's still moving. And when I saw like how much of it is still moving, I was like, dang. I had a window unit in that house. I started unplugging the window unit when I left, the microwave, anything that had lights on. I unplugged
at all.
I had all my
stuff. You unplugged the
not the microwave and shit, but all kind of little shit.
Yeah, my microwave,
little shit like that over there.
Yeah,
TV and stuff.
Yeah. I started doing
one because there's a lot of electronics over there. So I'm already scared about it being a surge or something. So even though it's a protector, but I take all that shit out.
Yeah, well, I did. I started doing that, but it was a good lesson because I saw the difference in having a what's a $80-something bill. Man, we used to have $30, $35 power bill, dog. And you talk about a 2-bedroom house.
I wish you could see a $30 damn power bill these days.
But if you think about it, when you in your house, it's a lot of shit on for no damn reason.
Right? So did it help?
That part?
The shacking. What did it help?
In that, I'm saying in that aspect of understanding in understanding the importance you need to put on your finances, because that's what it is. It's just being responsible about where your money is going and where not allowing waste. So yeah, in that regard, yes. But all the other stuff too, learning, can you sleep together? Are you snoring? Am I snoring?
That shit important too.
Family members coming over.
Right.
She didn't like a whole lot of people coming over. How me, the boys, we like to have a session on the game or whatever. That shit had to slow down. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things,
right.
The give and take aspect of it, I think it's.
So how long did you shack before you got married?
Good. Like probably almost 2 years.
About 2 years.
Probably almost 2 years.
We were engaged
probably closer to a year.
On that second year. We
about a year and a half to 2 years, because we moved and then we got married.
And then the other thing is you know what I'm saying, especially if you know that this is somebody that you may end up spending, you know what I'm saying, or taking that commitment.
Right.
And working out. If it ain't somebody that you ain't, you know what I'm saying, thinking about committing to.
Right.
And you don't see no future with, then hell no.
Right.
But if you like, okay, as a man, you like, I can see myself settling down and marrying this woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all come to an agreement, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think you definitely want to take that plunge before you agree legally to commitment that you may not really know everything about. You only know the good part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You only know the good part. You don't know the bad. Because again, you just see things differently.
Right.
You see the other side.
Right.
And that, not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, that it's a bad side, but I'm just saying it's different.
Yeah, it is.
You got to know what to expect.
Now we are all speaking from a certain age group. I'm 50, you're
48.
50.
Okay. So we're speaking from a different era.
Right.
On allowing this, right, or doing this,
right.
I have, you're always taking in information. This is the age of information. You're always taking on information. I have heard some very good conversations on how this should be done now, today. So there's a new version of shacking, and these are some of the aspects of how it looks like. So if we're trying to say something that can be helpful, then we need to invite some of the newness of it.
Okay.
So, number one, right? When you come together, don't leave your other. If both of you own a house, don't get rid of your other house. Don't do it. Keep your other house. If this person has, if you move, I'm talking more. We're in the apartment phase.
Yeah.
We
straight out of college.
Okay.
We out of college.
Okay.
We ain't got no property like that.
Right. Okay.
If you got property, then
hold on. Even if you're doing it on that level.
Okay. Keep your spot.
Keep your spot.
Okay, keep your apartment, I keep mine.
That ain't
But you need to have, hold on, yes it is. You don't have to have the conversation of, I'm just keeping a spot just in case. No, don't do that. Airbnb it. You making money off your spot, right? That's the way you do it in the new age. You don't.
How you do it if I'm leasing, if I'm renting?
You can do that. You can Airbnb your spot.
A renting spot?
Yeah, people do it all the time. What are y'all talking about?
They Airbnb a rental?
Apartments.
Rental?
Yes.
That I don't own?
Yes.
What? How the hell you do that?
Look it up.
Okay,
That's why I said it's a new era.
Okay, we keeping both spots.
Yeah.
We keeping both spots.
It's a new era, right? So that's number one. You keep your spots. Then you learn how you manage your money together going forward as you're trying to live together. You still get all those same lessons of power bill, cleanliness, sleep patterns, work ethic. Those are things you're going to learn. You're going to learn, is this person, going to work late every day, and all those things. You still get that.
What's their attitude like in the morning? What's their attitude like when they get from work? What's their attitude if they mad at you about
it? Right.
And
those are the other things. It's not about all the, the little, the living, the day-to-day living. It's the emotional aspect.
And one of the biggest things about And one of the biggest things about being together is learning to live apart, right? Like, you know how your wife travel all the time. You about to start traveling. Maybe your wife gonna start traveling the further she goes in her career. So learning how to be apart is a part of it too. Right? We've all had that relationship with that person. As soon as you're out of their sight, there's some questions, which is, ridiculous.
Right.
You know, you're supposed to stop going to the gentleman's club. You know, you got me. You don't need to go to the gentleman's club no more with the boy. You don't need to have a session on the sticks with the boys.
You got to learn if that's acceptable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you still
some women don't care.
Can you go every now and then?
Right. Some women care. Some women don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
do she care? You know what I'm saying?
So the biggest.
Or do I have to lie and say I'm going out? We going to the bar.
We going to the winery.
Right. So the biggest thing, if you're gonna do it in this new era, to me, is to keep the other spot. If it's an apartment, if it's a house, whatever, condo, whatever the case may be, keep that, and don't bring it all together.
Yeah, I get the security blanket. I get that.
Don't bring it all together until. Then when you get to the Bible, it's about equally yoked and all of that type of stuff. And all that means is, are they consistent?
We both bringing something to the table. We both got the same goal.
Right. You both have the.
We trying to get to the same place.
You got good work habits.
Right.
You got. You keep your cars up.
Right.
Just all the
same things out of life.
Things,
right.
Once you have those type of things established, then but coming together and trying to just piece it all together, and my job don't cover all my stuff, but yours does. Those days got to be gone. Don't do that.
Yeah,
you can't survive like that anymore. Love don't get you past those steps no more, in my opinion. Right? It's just too financially irresponsible to do it like that. Right? Somebody's gonna get set back like that. But if you bring in to the table, okay, I've had my spot, and because at different points in my relationships, and it was when I got married, my wife was making way more money than me. I wasn't even finished with school or nothing like that. So I'm piecing together 2 and 3. Like, don't do that. Those days are over. You cannot survive. Like, look, I'm sorry. You're gonna stress your love for one another if you're trying to make it happen like that. If you're trying to put the pennies together, still, get yourself.
So it ain't no 50. So what are you saying? Ain't no 50-50.
No, don't do the 50-50 thing no more. If you're ready to be married, then one person. This is just me. I believe that the only way it has a chance anymore is when you come over here. I can still hold my own. Now we're gonna put our money where it's supposed to go, but I can still hold on to this, and I can still.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good topic. And we're gonna have that topic too. We're gonna do that topic. We're gonna do that topic right there.
We might need to jump into that now because the way that the economy set up is difficult.
Because for me, man, like I said, with this, as far as the shack, I'm with y'all. I think it's a good thing. I think you should do it. You know what I'm saying? My situation was a little different. We stayed together a long time before we got married. You know what I'm saying? So we had been together for a long, and I had been through a lot. She had cancer, had to deal with that. We weren't married, we weren't even engaged yet. So that was a lesson. So it was like, okay, because she had cancer. 2, I did some bullshit. One time, got pissed off about the way shit was going, took all the money out of the account. I went to St. Louis. I left. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing. It's what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of it. I'm like, I can't do this shit. I thought I couldn't do it. I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the shit you were saying, like, man, I'm used to certain shit. You used to certain shit. Both of us kind of like, fuck it. I cleared that bitch out. Dipped, got the first thing smoking in St. Louis and went home. You know what I'm saying? So it just taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? That marriage wasn't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Living with somebody wasn't no damn joke. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? So of course came back, had to apologize and that whole thing, moved on. But as far as the money piece of it, man, I think I disagree. I think that shit got to be together, dog. I don't care who making what. I don't care who making what. You know what I'm saying? This is our shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want something separate for yourself, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? We used to do it,
but we had to have an understanding of what.
Right. What takes precedence first. These are the things that have to happen every single month. This where the investment money got to go. This where the bill money got to go. Then whatever after this, what we gonna do together got to go. Then okay, after all that, if you want to do something over here, then I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But all this got to be taken care of first. You know what I'm saying? What we invest in, what taking care of the bills, all this got to be taken care of before anything separate can go on. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think once you get into, okay, I'm going to keep my money here and then we'll just come talk about it and that shit, it always gets frayed and fucked. In my experience, it gets fucked up when you try to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? So people get in their feelings. What you doing with this? Let me see your account on this. Well, where you spending your money? It's all right there where everybody can see it. Everybody can see what's going on. I don't, and it ain't about trust to me. It's about if we're equally yoked and we're working toward the same thing, why the money got to be separate? If we going to the same place, why the money need to be separate? It's our money.
Well,
so why it needs to be separate? I don't see it as my money and your money. It's our money. If I make whatever on my investment account, it ain't just mine.
It's ours.
It's ours. Yeah, I did it, but it's not just mine. It's our money. So why separate it? Because if something happened to me anyway, she gonna get it anyway. So what difference do it make? You know what I'm saying? So it's hers basically anyway. If something would happen to me, it's hers anyway.
And don't get me wrong, some people, some relationships can sustain where the man is taking care of everything and the woman just taking care of the ancillary stuff and making sure she's straight or whatever your agreement is.
If that's your agreement,
but
right.
It has to be an agreement.
Up front, talk about.
It has to be an agreement. And the way we see shit on social media today, a lot of women coming in here talk
expecting
about
shit.
Yeah, it ain't no 50-50. What's yours is mine and what's mine is mine.
Right.
That's that bullshit. And I ain't saying that every relationship like that and every woman on social media is like that, but you see a lot of attitudes that way. You know what I'm saying? Where women expect,
you take care of me and I take care of you.
Right, they want to live that soft life.
Yeah,
that's the new term that they use now. The soft life.
Yeah, but we can't. But us.
And if you can afford it,
we ain't checking for them type women. You see what I'm saying? So, we can't. You know that.
We ain't talking to them.
Right. If you
got that kind of woman, dude, we ain't talking to you.
Right.
If you got the wrong kind of woman.
You got them type of ends.
Right.
Or you a buster.
Right. Do you. You know what I'm saying?
Or you a field.
Right. Do you. You know what I'm saying? If that's you, do you. But that's not the audience we talking to.
Yeah, we're not checking for that type of woman. That's unequally yoked, in my opinion, from my side of it. But to answer the overall question for me, I couldn't imagine, and again, like I said, I don't plan on marrying ever again. I really don't. But if the love bug were to hit me and I just got to do it before I get off this planet again or whatever, I couldn't imagine marrying somebody and we haven't lived together first. I can see that. I just don't see it.
It wouldn't be prudent in this day and age. It's just not prudent.
You know what I'm saying? If I was to get a divorce, I'd probably be on the same page you. But if I was to get married again, I'll go through a third marriage, which won't happen. But say that, and I'm not planning on getting a divorce.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
I'm just saying.
He's just saying if.
I agree.
Nikki, this is escape route. You gotta watch He couldn't escape.
He got an exit. He got an exit plan.
I agree that I would not marry another person without having lived with that person for some period of time.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
Before we would say it, I do.
Right.
Before we say, even we could be engaged.
Yeah.
Any downside to it?
I don't see a downside to it.
I don't
see a downside to it. It's just public perception.
I think there's a lot of downside.
Like what?
So, if the financial part of it is not going to work, then the person that is more secure is going to be hurt in that manner. So that's a downside.
It could not work out. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, it could not work out.
Right.
If we talked about habits, if there's some habits that aren't changing the entire time, that definitely irk you to no end.
Then you make the decision that I can't do this.
live like
I can't live like that.
this.
Or you
don't
talk
make
about it up front, like, are you gonna be able to change this,
can
or
say-
is this you?
Because
for
there
real?
are some deal breakers.
Right.
There are some deal breakers.
But then you give them the opportunity to do it, and if it don't, then you know you can't change it.
Here's the thing about marriage that people don't understand. People are constantly changing.
Evolving like a
Yesterday's
motherfucker.
prices ain't today's prices.
Man, that's the truth.
It's a constant evolution.
Constant
And
evolution.
you have to constantly be willing to work through those changes.
You said the word. That's the word.
There may be some health problems. Some people I've seen, my revered uncle and aunt go through a emotional and a mental breakdown, and my uncle, which isn't my blood uncle through marriage, he stayed through and worked through those things. And that's just a level of commitment that you rarely see.
Right.
You see people just like, fuck it, I can't deal with this.
Right.
Through a lot of stuff, you see people deal with people that go through strokes. They're not physically the same.
Right.
Mentally the same.
Right.
Maybe even financially the same.
Right.
Who did we just see? So, it's a lot of shit that you have to deal with even through after you get married.
Right.
So the first thing you need to do is test, can I live through this shit?
Constant evolution. Just constant evolution. And that's a fact. You said a word there, bro.
Therapy,
That's the
man.
truth.
Therapy works.
I ain't getting no therapy. We ain't married. That ain't finna happen. If we try
I'm just
to put
saying,
it
dude, you
together,
better do it while you married.
that's yeah. But we
Go to
talking
counseling.
about. But we talking about pre.
Go through
married.
your own therapy, because I'm going through therapy right now for the stuff that I went through as a child that I brought to the marriage.
I'm sorry if I gotta.
Stuff that I go through, you know what I'm saying? That
And it helps. And I know in the black community, it's a stigma against it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get past it.
Against
Just therapy and that
I'm
whole
just saying,
thing. You know what I'm saying?
If we together and we're not married yet,
Yeah. No counseling.
something requires
Counseling.
well, marriage counseling before you get married.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You should,
I believe
know
in
you
that.
talking about that.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, how you
because
we didn't do that though. We didn't.
Y'all
go
didn't
through
do
marriage
it.
counseling.
we did it.
We did it.
We did it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't like
the best.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Because
drawn out.
It was like one or two
Because
meetings.
when you married,
Yeah.
when you getting married,
Right.
you ain't
Right.
went through that shit.
my
yet.
uncle-
you may
Right.
have had a few arguments, but you ain't went through that.
That real shit.
uncle-
You know
you
what I'm
ain't
saying?
went through that shit.
My uncle's a pastor, minister over a church, and he won't even marry people
Without going through. Yeah,
through.
that's how most of them are.
Oh, and it's
I don't believe in that either,
It's
though.
it's
What?
classes.
I'm not gonna marry. I'm not gonna
Unless you
marry
get
unless
counseling.
Go through counseling.
Yeah, he's
I don't
he's
believe
not.
in
He
that.
don't do it.
That sounds like a money
He don't
play
do
to
it.
me.
No,
is it
it's-
free?
I don't know.
See,
I didn't do it. But even if
I'm about to say with some churches, as long as if that church is where you having like the wedding and stuff, normally it
can't-
is. They just want you
But
to go
see,
through
Greg,
it.
but,
You know
but
what I'm
see,
saying?
Greg, I get what you're saying, but it's I think there should be some type of fee because he's a pastor of a church. He got other shit to do.
But
He
it's
got
kinda
other
like-
programs.
yeah, but it's kinda like-
everything costs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it
and he
does.
may not. I'll have to ask him.
it does. I get that.
I'm gonna send him a text right
but
now.
to say I'm not gonna marry you unless you
Right.
go through counseling.
Unless you go through counseling.
Seems more like I'm making you pay for
It should be like, well, I recommend you
This
do
extra
it.
fee.
Yeah, it should be more like I recommend
when they
that you
know
do it.
That shit, you probably spent a lot of money on fucking, if you going through a marriage, wedding.
Wedding, psh,
You probably spent a lot
that's
of money.
another.
anyway.
We'll get to that too. Skip it.
Skip that shit.
Skip it.
Destination wedding.
Destination wedding. Skip that shit, dog.
Because it ain't nothing but for show anyway.
For sure.
But to finish,
For sure,
but to
dog.
finish my point, all I was saying was, if we're not married yet, and we're going through something that requires, I need to go to therapy to get through this in order to get to that.
We got a problem.
It's a wrap.
We got
dog.
a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a problem.
No.
You causing me to need therapy already.
It's a
to me,
wrap.
because it's gonna bring.
It's a wrap.
So how many sessions you gonna go through? Because when they,
I think we did one or two.
Because marriage,
I think we had three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one or two.
but
It might
again,
be
they ain't
two
gonna
or
hit
three.
that heavy shit. They gonna go through you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be equally yoked. You gotta
Right.
talk through the stuff.
Like I said, I was a little
It's
bit
just-
different because, like I
it's
said,
just
I
advice.
had already been through
we didn't
a
even-
cancer diagnosis, so
Yeah.
it was a little different. So I had been like, okay, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody gets sick, are you gonna stay? You know what I'm saying?
And then death.
Right, and it was real to me already. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I gotta be able to hang around if some shit really go down. You know what I'm saying? And we was all young when we got there, so
but your heart had already turned.
Right. I knew that this woman is gonna be my wife.
Right,
She trying to get in life where I'm trying to get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She trying to get where I'm trying to go.
Had already done put that thigh out.
And on that note, that's trash talking with the old heads, man.